The political winds have shifted in Britain, and not gently. In a shocking turn of events that has rocked the Labour Party to its core, a growing number of Labour MPs are publicly rebelling against party leader Sir Keir Starmer, just days after disastrous local election results sent shockwaves through Westminster. The message is loud and clear: many within Starmer's own ranks are no longer willing to sit in silence. It was supposed to be a routine local election cycle, one that Starmer hoped would further cement Labour's reputation as the government in waiting. Instead, the results were far from reassuring. Despite being ahead in the national polls and having the Conservative government embroiled in scandals, Labour failed to make meaningful breakthroughs in key battlegrounds. Voters stayed home in droves, turnout was dismal in Labour heartlands, and worst of all, the party underperformed in crucial swing areas. For many Labour backbenchers, this was the final straw. What followed the vote count was not a moment of quiet introspection, but rather an eruption. From behind the scenes at Labour HQ to the corridors of Parliament, dissenting voices began to rise, first in whispers, and then in full public statements. Several MPs who had previously toed the party line are now openly questioning Starmer's leadership strategy, his political instincts, and his ability to connect with working-class voters who once formed the backbone of the party. According to sources close to the party's shadow cabinet, tension has been simmering for months. Starmer's centrist policies, his cautious messaging, and his attempts to appeal to both traditional Labour supporters and disaffected Conservative voters have created a leadership style that, critics say, lacks boldness and moral clarity. One megapixel, speaking under the condition of anonymity, described the atmosphere in recent party meetings as toxic, with younger MPs expressing growing frustration at what they call a lack of vision from the top. What's particularly striking about this revolt is not just its existence, but its tone. This isn't the usual behind closed doors maneuvering or subtle media leaks we're used to seeing in British politics. This is rebellion in the open. Labour MP John McDonnell, a longtime party figure, did not mince words. In a now viral interview, he stated that Labour's results were a political warning shot, and if Keir doesn't change course fast, he won't make it to number 10. Another MP, speaking from the North East, a region where Labour has historically dominated but now faces growing threats from the Tories and Reform UK, said bluntly, "We're losing our soul trying to chase Tory voters who will never vote for us anyway." The immediate cause of the rebellion is undoubtedly the local election results, but deeper issues are now coming to the surface. Many in the party believe that Starmer has been too quick to abandon core Labour values in an effort to appear more moderate. His refusal to fully support striking workers last year, his cautious stance on immigration, and his ambiguous policy proposals on issues like housing and taxation have left traditional supporters confused and alienated. Even within Starmer's inner circle, there are murmurs of discontent. Some of his closest advisers are reportedly urging him to launch a bold policy reset in the coming weeks. The thinking is that he still has time to rally the party and recapture the public imagination, if he acts decisively. But Starmer is not known for risk-taking. His career, both as a lawyer and politician, has been defined by caution, calculation, and discipline. Whether he is capable of pivoting now remains to be seen. The timing could not be worse. With a general election potentially less than a year away, the Labour Party is at a crossroads. Internal division could derail the momentum built from earlier polling advantages. Voters watching this chaos unfold may well question whether Labour is ready to govern. And while the Conservative Party is still grappling with its own crises, including ongoing economic instability and a deeply unpopular Prime Minister, Labour's internal civil war offers no alternative vision, only more political instability. Meanwhile, the media is having a field day. Every major outlet is now dissecting the party's internal tensions, speculating on potential leadership challenges, and even floating names like Angela Rayner, Wes Streeting, and Lisa Nandy as possible successes if Starmer's grip on the party slips further. The optics are grim. A party tearing itself apart rarely wins elections, and that truth is not lost on Labour strategists. In constituencies across the country, local Labour councillors are feeling the fallout as well. Several have expressed frustration with the national leadership, blaming Starmer's top-down approach and London-centric messaging for Labour's inability to resonate with regional voters. In one Midlands council, a newly elected independent who formerly ran as a Labour candidate said, "People don't feel heard. Starmer talks about rebuilding Britain, but people here want someone who actually listens to them. the situation is growing more volatile by the day. Union leaders, too, are weighing in. Sharon Graham of Unite has warned that the Labour Party risks losing the support of the union base entirely if it continues to drift away from workers' rights and social justice priorities. "You cannot win back the Red Wall with watered-down Tory policies," she said in a scathing interview. And then there's the public. Polls taken in the immediate aftermath of the local elections show a dip in support for Labour, with a noticeable rise in "don't know" responses, a warning sign that voters are losing confidence. Social media is ablaze with debates over Starmer's leadership, with hashtags like #StarmerOut and #LabourCrisis trending for hours. Grassroots activists, once the backbone of Labour's ground game, are demanding more transparency and influence over the party's direction. Still, all is not lost for Starmer, yet. Despite the rebellion, there remains a core of loyal MPs and supporters who believe he is the best chance Labour has at defeating the Conservatives in the next general election. They argue that Starmer has restored a level of seriousness and professionalism to the party after the chaos of previous years. His supporters claim that his strategy is a slow burn, steady and methodical, not flashy but effective. But time is not on his side. The coming weeks will be critical. Starmer must not only weather this internal storm but somehow turn it into an opportunity. He will need to reassure his base, clarify his vision, and most importantly, prove that he can inspire the country, not just manage a political machine. In politics, perception is everything. And right now, the perception is that Labour is wobbling just when it should be rising. Starmer's challenge is no longer just to defeat the Tories, it is to hold together a party that appears to be fracturing from within. The stakes could not be higher. So, what comes next? Will Starmer tighten his grip or face a leadership challenge? Will Labour's rebels find enough momentum to force a change, or will this all be remembered as a momentary panic before a political comeback? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, British politics just became a lot more unpredictable. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on everything happening in UK politics. Let us know in the comments, do you think Keir Starmer can survive this rebellion? Or is it time for new leadership in the Labour Party? Your voice matters, and we'll be watching the story as it unfolds. Stay tuned.